What's up, guys? This is Ian, coach of the Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys the team builder for week 3 of the UPBA with our match against Mugen and the Western Weebs. So let's quickly run through Mugen's team. Mugen has Jirachi, Mamoswine, Greninja, Torrent ability only, Aerodactyl, Ditto, Furfrou, Tapu Bulu, Silvally all types, Garbodor, Victreebel, and Mega Swampert. His Z-Captains are Jirachi and Tapu Bulu as offensive Z-Captains, and Greninja Torrent as the Super Saiyan Z-Captain. Um, his hazard setters are Jirachi, which can set Stealth Rocks, Mamoswine, which can set Stealth Rocks, and Greninja, which can set Spikes and Toxic Spikes, Aerodactyl, which can set Stealth Rocks, Swampert, which can set Mega Swampert, which can set Stealth Rocks, and Garbodor, which can set Spikes and Toxic Spikes. So he does have a lot of hazards on his team. However, his only hazard remover is Aerodactyl with Defog, which is probably what he's looking for, is to just hazard stack and not get rid of his own hazards. Although a spinner would probably do that job better, but anyways. His 4x weaknesses are Tapu Bulu to Poison and Swampert to Grass. And his priority is Mamoswine with Ice Shard, Greninja with Water Shuriken, and Victreebel with Sucker Punch. So let's touch on the first mon on my team. We're bringing Sheet again this week. We're bringing Farium Z, Sub, Sword, SD, Shadow Claw, Playrough. Sub is there for the Ditto, so that Ditto cannot copy me when I'm setting up on him. SD, Shadow Claw, Playrough are all there for various reasons. We're not running any priority because I am fine with them just trying to break my sub, so I'm okay with that. Farium Z is so the Twinkle Tackle can kill things like Tapu Bulu. He does also have some normal types on his team. Furfrou and Silvally can also be a normal type. So Shadow Claw won't do anything with that. I think there was a proper reason that I had Z Playrough on here. It might be to kill Mega Swampert or something. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head anymore. We EV'd this to outspeed Silvally by 1 point. It should outspeed Silvally by 1 point, 317. Silvally hits 317, and it can't go down to 318. It can only go between 317 and 319. So I didn't need to run max speed, which put me at 320, I believe, because it's not necessary against his team when I'm trying to speed creep Silvally. So next thing is Absol. I'm horrible at using Mega Absol. I'm great at using it in prep, but I'm horrible at using it in the actual battles. We'll see if we can change that up this week. We're running Knockoff, Playrough, Will-O-Wisp, and Pursuit. Knockoff for various reasons. Playrough hits the things that Knockoff doesn't. Will-O-Wisp is there for things like the Tapu Bulu, things like the Scarf Jirachi potentially, things like the Mamoswine. Mugen is actually tied for the lowest base special attack stat of anybody. The only special attacker that I can see on his team would be Greninja, potentially special Jirachi, and mixed Victreebel are pretty much the only special attackers on his team. I guess Silvally multi-attack is a special attack as well, I think. I'm not too concerned about his special attackers. I'm more concerned about his physical attackers. Mamoswine's a problem. Furfrou could potentially be an issue. Aerodactyl could be an issue. Tapu Bulu is a huge problem. Mega Swampert's a huge problem. So I want to burn those things and get them out of there. Pursuit is here to trap the Jirachi. That's what that's there for. Running max speed but adamant so that we outspeed Jirachi with no Scarf by 1 point. This also does give us more hitting power with things like Knockoff and Playrough and Pursuit because we're running mono physically attacking Mega Absol this week instead of specially attacking. We got Kurama again back this week. We're bringing a bulky Kyurem Black this week. Leftovers, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Sub Roost, so we're mono special attacking. And I've made this so that if he copies me as Ditto, if I don't have a sub up or something, then he can't touch me, to be honest with you. He actually can't touch me. And Ditto keeps its base 48 HP, and we have base 125 HP, and we're running almost max HP on this. We're running enough so that we have an odd number, just in case he gets rocks up, and I'm weak to rocks, obviously. So Ditto will get crushed by an Ice Beam from me, and he's not going to do anything to me with an Ice Beam. I believe he can't even break my sub with an Ice Beam. I think it does like 20 22 or something along those lines. Something like 22.6 or something like that, which obviously doesn't break a sub, and then I can roost, my health back off. We're running enough speed to outspeed Tapu Bulu creeping Mantine. So if Bulu speed crept Mantine by 1 point, then we are speed creeping Tapu Bulu speed creeping Mantine by 1 point. So it's very convoluted and all that, but it's there. Next up is Monkey Boy, the Infernape. Obviously we're not bringing Z on it this week, we're bringing Mimikyu with Z. So we're running Shuckleberry, Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave, Fire Blast, Grass Knot. Wow, does this set decimate his team? If he didn't have Ditto, he would just straight up lose to this Infernape set. I'm not even lying to you guys. Like, after one Nasty Plot, his whole team dies to every single one of my moves. It gets O-Code, or it takes a hit on a switch and then gets Vacuum Waved and dies. I'm loving this Infernape set. I saw this in my prep, and I was like, holy crap, I need to bring Infernape. I wanted to bring Life Orb, but I decided against it with some advice from Bob, who helped me team build. So we're running Shuckleberry to live like a Mamoswine Earthquake, or a Mega Swampert Earthquake. I'm not even sure if we live a Mega Swampert Earthquake, or if he'd even go for Earthquake against us. But potentially we could take an Earthquake. Mamoswine would definitely go for Earthquake against us, though. 64 in HP, just because it's there. 252 max special attack. We are running Timid 192 speed, so we are outspeeding Jirachi with no Scarf, just like Mega Absol is. We're hitting the same speed there. That's pretty standard Monkey Boy this week. Well, it's not standard at all. It's like really wild, but I'm a wild kind of person. We're bringing Thick again this week. This is our main Tapu Bulu switch in. Banded Tapu Bulu does quite a bit of damage to us. Yeah. And I really have no switch-ins to Banded Tapu Bulu, but this is going to be my best try. Bringing Leftovers Light Metal this week, because Greninja does get low kick, and I think he might bring it for Registeel, because that's the only way Greninja can hit Registeel. So we're bringing Light Metal. I'm not concerned about Clear Body. He doesn't really have anything except Parting Shot that would lower my stats, I don't think, or maybe... I think just Parting Shot, so I'm not really concerned about that. Stealth Rock, Toxic. Rocks are good against his team, just to chip things down. Toxic is there for the Mega Swampert. It's there for the Furfrou as well, because we're going to need to wear that thing down. It's there for the Tapu Bulu. Iron Head does 3-hit KO Tapu Bulu with no attack investment, so I just popped 4 into attack because it's there, I guess. He doesn't really have any special attackers, so I'm not going to pop it into special attack. And we've got Rest for some reliable recovery on Registeel here. I believe this is EV, so that Banded Woodhammer will not 3-hit KO us. Maybe it's something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we can get our Rest off on Tapu Bulu, and we could just PP stall him if we keep resting, although we would be asking to get crit at that point, but yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, Impish, max HP, max defense. This is just a pretty standard physically defensive Registeel set here. We're bringing Steve the Crocodile, Mental Herb, Intimidate. So this is our lead. This is our dedicated lead. I'm assuming he's going to bring Aerodactyl and try and get up rocks on my team to break any like sashes or anything like that, or just get some good chip damage, because I'm bringing Kyurem, which is weak to rocks at the very least. Mental Herb's there to get the taunt off of us and set up our rocks, which is kind of important to chip down his team enough so that Infernape can sweep later, or to break any potential Focus Sashes of his own. I'm expecting him to bring Focus Sash Aerodactyl. Knockoff does a tremendous amount of that thing. We are running Stone Edge specifically for the Aerodactyl. Earthquake is just good stab. Rocks, obviously I talked about that. Max attack, Adamant. We're running enough speed in the 216 speed to outspeed Garbodor in case he brings Garbodor. Because I could see Garbodor coming as like a hazard setting lead or something. I don't have a grounded poison type on my team. Do I even have a poison type on my team? I don't even have a poison type on my team. So he could get a Toxic Spikes for free, and I'd have to bring Mantine to defog them. Or Mega Absol to Magic Bounce them away. I have led Mega Absol the last 2 weeks, thinking that... No, I didn't lead it week 1. I just thought that Bob was going to bring Webs week 1. So I did lead it last week thinking that Webs were going to go up, so he may have seen that and is planning appropriately to deal with Mega Absol turn 1. Who knows? Crocodile is my dedicated lead, obviously. We're just running a little bit of bulk in the HP there, just because that we had the EVs to spare. So that's the team. Our win cons today are potentially Infernape setting up, most likely Kyurem sitting in front of Ditto, and dealing with those shenanigans. Getting a sub up on Kyurem and a sub up on Mimikyu stopped the Ditto completely in its path, so I'm excited to do that sort of them shenanigans. Absol burning Tapu Bulu would be fantastic, or knocking off its choice band on a switch would also be fantastic. If Ditto's dead, then Infernape just beats his entire team. Registeel walling Tapu Bulu would be really nice. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Crocodile just sort of like getting off as much damage as it possibly can as well. Yeah, those are the win cons. Yeah, we are bringing all 3 of our Z Crystal users this week, which I don't know. Did we do it last week? I think we might have. No, because I didn't bring Mimikyu last week. So this is the first time we're bringing all 3 of our Z Crystal users. He's going to be shocked and probably surprised as to which one the Z Crystal is actually on, considering it's on Mimikyu and not Kyurem Black or Infernape. I have run Z Infernape 2 weeks in a row now, so he's potentially thinking that it's Z Infernape as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to give a shout out to Bob for helping me build this team. He threw in a lot of constructive criticism and talked about how I should be playing this match mentally and stuff like that, because I did go off the deep end at the end of the last game, and I haven't been playing up to my usual standards in this league in particular. Johnny did lose this week to Bob, so Johnny's 0-3 with a -7 differential, and we are 0-2 with a -6 differential right now. So if we can win this game, that'd be great. If we do lose, I'd like to lose 1-0 so that we're at least tied with Johnny, and so that we're not last in the division after week 3, but that's the gist. Shout out to Kade for the artwork. Again, we're bringing Victini back again because I haven't done my team builder for the Chicago Shandies yet, but the Chicago Shandies in the LET, so they have Victini on their team. So that'll be probably tomorrow that I film that team builder, and then we'll switch to another picture after this. But that's the picture. And I do want to give another shout out to my good buddy Noah, my best friend. He helped me mock for all 3 leagues this week, and yeah, so he'll get a separate shout out for each league. Oh, I guess I don't do Sapple videos, but I shout him out privately for that one. Anyways, thanks guys, and I'll see you for the battle.